Hello and welcome to this video about tags in MacOS. Now, this is a bit of a mysterious feature that a lot of people perhaps haven't noticed, or if they have noticed, they're probably not using. In the Finder window, if I click on my Finder in the dock, you'll notice that the tags area is in the bottom left-hand corner. Now, what does it do and why is it there? Well, what it allows you to do is it allows you to apply one of these tags to a file, and that gives you the power to find that file really quickly again. So for example, if I wanted to find all my tips videos and I click on my tips video tag, because I've already tagged these files with this particular tips video tag, they are all coming up in this window, and it doesn't matter therefore which folder they're in. It enables me to zero in on all my tips videos straight away. Or for example, I want to go to all the quick reference guides that I use on a regular basis. Because I've tagged them with this orange QRG tag, they're all available straight away. Of course, that comes down to as well, it comes into its own when I'm in a program. So if I'm in, for example, Photoshop, and I click open, and what I want to do is I want to open up a file, and maybe it's one of my templates. I can go to my templates tag, and those are the templates that maybe I use an awful lot. So there's my iPhone 6 outline template. I'll just quickly open it. Because it was one of the templates, I've really zeroed in on it really quickly. So it really is a very useful feature. The question is now, how do you use it and how do you set it up? Well, what I've done is I've left a couple of the vanilla tags here just so you can see how it works. The red and green ones, I haven't used those yet. So let's decide to use them. Now, obviously I need to go to the Finder choice up here. So if you haven't already, you click on your desktop and click the Finder choice in the top left corner on the menu, and I'm going to choose Preferences. And on in the Preferences window there is a tab for tags which I've got highlighted, and at the moment what this is showing me is it's showing me which of the tags are being displayed in the sidebar, and you can see that matches. If later on I decide, well, actually I don't really want the green tag displaying in the sidebar, I don't want to delete it, I just don't want to show it, I can untick this little icon, and now the green tag isn't being displayed. Of course, it's there if I want to use it later. And you can use the plus key here if you want to add new tags in, or the minus key if you wish to delete existing tags. By the way, deleting a tag doesn't delete the files if they are tagged. If any files are tagged with that one, it will just remove the tag from those particular files. So it's a very simple, non-destructive feature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this tag red. I'm going to right click and rename it to something else. I'll call it important. So I'm going to create a new tag called important, and what I want to do is I want to apply that important tag to any file that on my machine is something I really think is important. I want to go to it quickly, and the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to find that file and I'm going to right click and I'm going to use the tag. Now, when I right click on a file, that's what this area at the bottom is trying to tell me. When I right click on a file at the moment, the tips video, the templates, the QRGs and the cartoon PSD tags are the ones that will display on a right click. So I'll just demonstrate that here. If I right click on that file there in the background, those are the tags that are being displayed, and those are the ones that I can select quickly on a menu. So it makes sense that really I should drag this important tag, my new one, into this little area, and now when I right click a file I'll find that the important tag is there, so I can apply it quickly. So I've done that. I'm going to close the preferences. I'm going to go to where I think my CV is, an important file perhaps. So I'm going to go to Documents, and there it is, Dave Beresford CV. I want that file tagged as important. I don't want to move it, I just want to tag it as important. So I'm going to right click on it, and then you'll see, because I've now added the important tag to this pop-up menu, I can just apply it by clicking on it, and now that file is an important file. And of course, I could go elsewhere to other locations on my computer, and I could tag other files as important. So maybe I could go into my tips folder here, and maybe this featured images Photoshop file actually is an important file. So maybe I'll right click on that, and I'll also apply that as important. And what this now really means is that when I go back to my important tag, those two files are now displayed as my two important files, and therefore I could open them in whatever application it is they come from by double clicking them, or go to that application and select important. It doesn't really matter. The important thing is that I can quickly and easily access those files. So that is tags on the Mac.